Lucasville Trade Days back again at the Scioto County Fairgrounds.
So it's all happening this weekend. Jim Worth is here to talk about the upcoming weekend. And every time you come in here, Jim, you always have this excitement to talk about what's going to happen. Tell us what folks can, if they haven't been or they haven't heard about this, what can they expect?
Well, you know, I tell people that this is what flea markets and trader days looked like 200 years ago. When our great-great-grandparents would bring their farm produce to market and storekeepers would bring out their kind of goods, and trappers would bring furs and whatever else, and everybody who could make anything that anyone might buy, you know, would bring it, and they all traded and swapped, and they did this thing for 2 or 3 days. So it's like flea markets used to be, and we see the Amish community participates in a big way. There's several people that make furniture from logs and things, primitive looking furniture, and there's lots of plants, lots of livestock, and this time of year where there's a lot of produce, a lot of jellies and things that people made, canned fruits and vegetables. So we get a big kick out of the fall show. It's the harvest season. I
was going to say it could be Lucasville Trade Days and Harvest Fest, because that's kind of what it's become right now at this time of the year. There really is so much for people to see, and we've talked about this before. Even if you're not, and hopefully you are buying, because that's what makes this thing go. But it's just amazing to go there and
walk
watch
around,
everything
talk to
unfold.
people, and I just love the fact that you can get handmade items, and since this is in September, we all know Christmas is not that far away. Might be a good idea to get a few gifts stashed aside that way.
Yeah, very, very good point. And it is a time of year when everybody is thinking about, you know, that harvest, and we just get people coming in there wanting to be sure that they enjoy this the last big event of this nature of the year.
Yeah, because you won't have another one until April.
That's correct. And this one is a little more relaxed. Folks are more able to, we don't have quite so much traffic at this one as we do at our spring one. But I always tell people, if you'd like to avoid the traffic, you know, come on Friday afternoon. We start letting guests in at 3 p.m., shoppers, and come Saturday morning early, like 7 a.m. early. And then on Sunday is a little more relaxed. And another thing about this, since it's the last show of the year, a number of vendors will realize that, this is my last time to bring all my wares and merchandise out. So on Sunday afternoon, that's when I like to walk around and do a little shopping, because people are more interested in negotiating their prices.
Price them low and let them go.
Exactly. That's when you get the best deals.
Yeah, and whenever I was a vendor myself, I knew never to leave my wife alone in the booth and go for a walk on Sunday afternoon, because she would sell entire tabletops. Just give me $50 for all of it.
Just get rid of it all.
She wanted to move it all out.
What happened to all my stuff?
So I never would leave the booth on a Sunday afternoon anymore.
But these are great tips on when to go and when to get the best deals.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Now, what about parking? Some people are concerned about having to park and walk for miles. It's not quite miles.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad at this show in particular. There's a local fire department that rents some facility across the highway there, and now they sell parking space, but it's a fundraiser to put their volunteer fire department, you know, in order. And but we have a lot of free parking right on the fairgrounds. So we have 3 fields that we use, and then we've got some guys that are pretty good at their job who are radio dispatched, if you will. So one guy will say, okay, we got room for 5 more cars in this row and 3 people left in that row, and we're recycling all the time, and it's challenging, it's a lot of work, but we do our very best to get people off the highways.
I believe that.
Wonderful.
It's very entertaining.
But it's worth it.
Yes, to say the least.
So it's this weekend, and a good time to start decorating for fall, get some ideas, and again, maybe
even some Christmas stuff.
Little Christmas
Jim,
gifts,
thank you for coming in. We really always appreciate having you here.
So much for having me. I hope all of you come out and see us. We look forward. If you're out there and you see me around, wave and say hi, because I actually love the people that come to events.
That's part of the fun too. That's for sure. All right, Jim. Thanks for. We'll be right back.